Hello again. The Adelaide Crows have erred on the side of caution and will give star forward Taylor Walker another week in the SANFL. Tom Rehn joins me, and Tom, an unchanged side for the Crows.
Yeah, great news for Adelaide, being very settled. Let's have a look at the emergencies. Andy Otten, Ben Rutten and Brodie Martin are those emergencies. It means Taylor Walker has to wait for at least another week, and Crows co-captain Rory Sloane says he just needs to do what he did last week to make sure he's cherry ripe for that match against Collingwood in a fortnight.
Yeah, absolutely, just for his confidence and peace of mind as well. It's tough to see who Tex might push out in the next few weeks, but look, that's another great thing to have. We've got guys playing well in SANFL, and that's what we need, a bit of pressure on the guys in the senior list to perform to keep their spot.
Well, Treders, Melbourne are really settled as well. No changes for them. As for the Crows, Tex Walker will play in Clare, possibly with Ben Rutten. Is that the right call?
I think from Tex Walker, definitely. And Adelaide's defence, they look solid. But Tex Walker, let's face it, it's not an easy one for Sanderson to plan, because next week the Crows have the bye. Against Melbourne's the ideal opposition to come back with. But they've got to think in a fortnight tonight's time, they're taking on Collingwood at Adelaide Oval. I think that's the one for him to return to. Well,
there's definitely a few Crows fans that would be disappointed he's not in the senior side. But there's at least one happy man who's happy to have him for one more week.
What people don't realise is that he's a great leader. So he played a role, but he also helped with our young kids where to set up, and for them it was an invaluable experience.
Well, Treaders, interestingly, Irishman Daniel Flynn will make his debut for the Magpies. That's great news for him and for the club. As for the power, the senior side, Angus Monfrey's back for the unlucky Sam Gray. Is this just about their best side? Well,
they're up and running. He's the only one that's been out who is a genuine 22 in their best 22. So I think there's a positive. Their best forward and defensive forward is back. The other bit is they've found another player in Sam Gray. Unfortunate he goes back to the SANFL. Well,
there's no doubt that Travis Boak, the captain, agrees that they're close to full strength.
Our guys in the SANFL are performing so well that probably deserve games, but just haven't quite got in because the guys in the AFL have been playing so well, and that's great with no injuries as well. We're fighting for selection. Training's a lot more intense, and that's something we've really built to, and the club's finally got that, and it's great. It's great to be a part of.
The Giants have rung the changes, Treaders. Toby Green, Josh Kelly, Reece Palmer among 5 ins. Tom Boyd is out. You got 6 out of 9. Pretty tough week last week. Give us 9, could you?
Well, I'll try, and I'm picking both teams. I think Adelaide by plenty, Port Adelaide by plenty, and I think the toughest one's going to be Carlton-Collingwood, and I'm going Collingwood. And if you want a good week to go for 9, I think this is the week the draw opens up. Fingers crossed I'm right.
Now that you've said that, we'll all get 3.
Thanks, Rennie.